All right, got another video for you guys. We're doing a new series. Today's gonna be what I do for a warm-up. We've got a special guest behind the camera. We're back with Ollie. Those of you guys that don't know him, go check out some videos. Check out this video or this video. Today, the video is gonna be how I warm up. It's gonna be a more educational video. For those of you guys who don't like learning, get out. This is a learning environment. We like the pursuit of knowledge here. We're all about consuming more information and bettering ourselves. Okay, there's two kinds of warm-ups that I do. The first one is for easy runs and low intensity workouts. And then the second one is if I'm gonna run an 800 or I've got sprints or kind of a higher intensity workout. And with every warm up, I like to start with activation drills. So these are a few of the activation drills, stretches that I do. I always make sure to bring a band with me. The first activation drill I do is clamshells, which is to get the hips, or like the glutes and hips activated. Looks like this. All right, okay. The next drill I do is glute bridges, single leg. So you just do a glute bridge, I guess. This is really helpful for your glutes. Also, rear leg extension. Basically, you just stand and try to activate your glute here. Pull your foot backwards with the band. Band around the knees. Last one I do, sideways walk with the band.
Also good out an Excel sheet. If anyone knows any of the names for these, someone should just come up with some fucking names.
Next to my warm-up is probably one of my favorite stretches. You start with one foot up near your hands, and then elbow to your foot, open up.
What is that? Oh, it's my foot.
This one, you should just feel a stretch basically everywhere, you know? Oh. Feel it in your hips, in your chest, your quads, your hamstrings. If you're not feeling that everywhere in your entire body, then you're either doing it wrong or you're way more flexible than me, which is probably the second one. Next, I do a little hip flexor stretch, little forward lunge. Yeah, you just hit a little forward lunge here. Then I like to shift back, stretch my hamstring a little bit, do a couple sets of this on each leg. On one knee, shift forward. Really feel the stretch in your hip and then your hamstring. Once you've done that, kind of the last little stretch I like to do here is just a hamstring stretch. You grab your toes and you just extend your legs fully. Then you bend down again. If I'm doing just an easy run, then after those kind of main stretches right there, do one or two stretches for each of the major leg muscles. So a couple quad stretches, some hamstring stretches.
What do we call it in England?
I like to do this hamstring stretch. I like to do this adductor stretch as well. Sideways lunge. Really kind of try to get some movement around so you can feel it all in your adductors, your hips. Oh, I think it's good to get in some IT band stretches. And then I think knee to chest is one of my favorite stretches as well. Make sure to stretch your calves. I like to do it off like a stair or a ledge. Most of these are for about 10 to 15 reps and they're all dynamic. So you do one rep quickly. It's like 1 or 2 seconds. After those, I like to get in some leg swings. I like to do sideways ones like this. And then some forwards ones. That's probably good. You're probably ready to run now. Slowly though. So that's what I would do maybe for a slow run warm up. Let me know if you think that's too much or too little. All right, so if you're just gonna go on an easy little run, probably warmed up now, I imagine. Obviously, if you have individual stuff that you wanna do for you, then toss in as much of that stuff as you want. You can never be too warm, I don't think. Can you? Can you be too warm? No, maybe not. Maybe. But if you are doing a more intense workout or if you're actually about to run an 800, you've got a lot longer process ahead of you. I would do a bunch of dynamic warm-ups, which I will show you now. So first I would do a windmill forwards and then a windmill backwards. And then next I would do a forward lunge with like a upward arm extension. This one is probably my favorite stretch of all time. After the lunge step, oh, actually I think after the lunge step you do need a chest, which we also did, but you guys just do it again, honestly. And then after that, I do a rear leg extension.
Yes.
I guess that's a good word for it. You really want to make sure you stay. After that, I do another sideways lunge. I know I kind of already did this, but you would do quad stretches. I like to do all these for 20 yards, okay? All the dynamic stuff, you start, you go about 20 yards. After that, it is leg swings, which are pretty common. I'm sure you've done those before. After that is shooing away the chicken again.
Get that shit out of here.
Get out of here, chicken. Now you're onto the dynamic stuff, okay? So for the dynamic stuff, first you're gonna start with an A-skip. All right, make sure you stay for all these drills, basically. Stay tall, land below yourself, like land directly underneath yourself, and then push forward. And keep your heels like behind your knees, you know? You don't wanna extend your foot, kick it out. So everything's just right in close. Then next is B skips, which is the same as A skips, but you do actually extend your foot out a bit. In hindsight, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. It's kind of the same thing. This is really just to get your body moving, you know? Just get moving, get the blood flowing. The rhythm's important. Yeah, rhythm's really important, guys. And you're really just trying to get your body used to the positions you're gonna be in when you're sprinting super fast in a couple minutes. Next, you've got A runs, which is really just like running in place. And then you have B runs, which is really just B skips, but in place. Really, after that, I like to do some hops, some straight leg hops, some bounds. I think really the most important part of the warm up is strides. I typically like to just do like a slow stride and then a slightly faster 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 stride until you really feel comfortable to go 100%. You know, like you can start at 50% and just slowly work your way up to 100%. If it takes you 10 strides to get ready, then I say do 10 strides, maybe do 11. Yeah, so I think, yeah, biggest thing is strides, guys. That's coming from a completely unresearched opinion.
Hey guys, I do the decathlon. My name's Ollie. You've probably seen me in some of the videos. Here are some of my favorite stretches and like warm-up activities. I like to do a lot of iso holds because I think it really like warms up the body. So adductor, hamstring, quad. So I typically hit this for about 30 seconds and then I switch. I do the other side, just get my hips and quads like warm. And then I hit one of these, yeah, but I go up onto my toes, get the calves engaged as well.
Everybody's warm-up is different. Just do whatever makes you feel good and warm. These are just some ideas to maybe help you out a little bit. And it's what I do to get warm. You can always take some ideas from other people to add to yours. If you guys have any good stretches or activations or holds or dynamics that you really enjoy, comment them because I am looking to kind of add some. Yeah, every warm-up's different. Let me know if, honestly, if you guys think this is terrible, I might have to rethink everything that I'm doing.